So you can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze and allow the weight of your body to sink back into the floor just as much as you can. And as you slow down your breath, you can use each exhale to release a little more. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's start by sliding arms overhead, reaching out really long through your arms and legs, stretching out through your fingers and your toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, inching your heels further forward, the palms of your hands further back. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle, a rock, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Deep flex, full point. And then a couple of ankle circles. A few times one way, a few times the other way. Let's bend the right knee back in. Now open the right knee out to the right, just a slight angle. Keep the left leg grounded. And then you can straighten the right leg whatever amount you're able. It could be just a little bit, part way, all the way. Try not to tip over. Keep that left leg grounded down. And then release. Bend your knee in and take it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, knee and shoulder reaching away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal and your right arm on a high diagonal. So the fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in and take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten your left leg up, whatever amount. It doesn't have to be any straighter than you can. Flex and point, feeling that. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten whatever amount you're able. grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Circle or rock. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's get set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing the belly in. Press the lower back down from the inside. Keep that happening strongly. Interlace your fingers behind your head. And then exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Let's take two more like this. Last one. And release down. Send your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Keep going like this. You might even reach your leg towards your head a little bit. Belly drawing in strongly the whole time. Let's take one more. And then release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. And release down. Take the right leg up again. This time bring your left arm across. Little twist. Each time you exhale, little deeper twist. One more. Release and switch. Left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Reaching through your fingers and toes. And then bring your knees in and take another circle or rock. Make your way up to sitting. Let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and you have something like a blanket or cushion, feel free to put that under your knees. Hands flat, active, right under your shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll take a few rolls through the spine. Starting by lifting your head and tailbone arching. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back, and dip part way or all the way to the floor, and then push up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides of the body. If going all the way down is too much, just do what you can. Go an inch or two, that might be plenty. Press up from there, round, arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides. Press up, round, arch. One more time, dip down. Press up and round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Finding a relaxed position for your head and neck and shoulders. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. And here you might pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of your legs. As you settle onto 2 feet evenly, you might have the heels up or down, knees bent or straight. What's going to help you take the hips a little higher, up and back? And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position. You might just let arms hang. You could lengthen your elbows, but you could also use a little support through your arms, resting elbows on thighs or hands on ankles or blocks. Can you let the weight of your head really drop? Feeling the heaviness of your head, drawing the rest of the spine longer. And then bend your knees a little more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's take a balancing pose. So start by just separating your feet and feeling your balance on 2 feet. You can move your weight around, kind of shift from toes to heels, right to left, inside to outside, feeling your balance here. And then we'll shift over to one leg for tree, Vrikshasana. Right leg can come up as high as the inner thigh, as low as the inner ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side to steady you. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up, and you can always bring the arms back out to the side if you need more stability. Pick a steady gaze, something that's not moving on the wall or floor in front of you. release. Shake that out. Get steady on 2 feet before moving to 1. Feel grounded, dropping. And then shift over slowly to the other side. Left leg comes up as high as you can, as low as you need. You choose your arm position. Can your breath be steady? And then release. Shake that out. And bring feet hip width apart. Hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, like you're filling up a balloon in your heart and floating it up to the ceiling. Release, fold forward. If you're able, grab your big toes with your first 2 finger and thumb. You might need to bend your knees in order to grab. Lengthen. And then fold, pulling your head towards the floor. Tractioning out. Imagine little spaces coming between each of your vertebrae. Let's release the hands and lower the hips, coming into a squat malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you might turn your toes out or widen your stance. If your heels still don't come to the floor, it's fine to balance on the toes as long as that's feeling okay for you. If it's not feeling great, you might use some props. You could sit on a block. You could slide something under your heels like a blanket or cushion. Then we're going to open up the knees using the elbows, and as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is nice and open. And we'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. So as you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom. And connecting that up to the top, feeling the full length and space that you take up. And then release. And let's go ahead and come to sitting. We'll extend the legs forward. Get as long as possible on the backs of the legs. You might inch the heels a little further forward. And you're welcome to sit up on something. If it feels like the bowl of your pelvis is tipping backwards in order to get it upright, you might put a little something under there. So we're going to fold forward over the legs. You can use your hands to support you on the floor, on your feet, or something like a strap around the feet. Going towards length, towards folding. Breath by breath, seeing what's possible. A little more length, little deeper fold. And you drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can grab your toes or ankles with that grip. Lengthen, lift your chest. And then again, fold any amount. If your elbows meet your legs, you could push into them. If it works better, you might lean into your hands or elbows, going towards length, towards folding. Let's bring the upper body back up, knees in, and then roll back onto your back. Take a circle with your knees, feel what's touching the floor. And drop both knees over to the left. Open out through the right arm, a little bit gentle twist. And if there's a different way you want to do this, if there's anything else you're needing to wind down your practice, do that. Roll back onto your back. And drop both knees over to the right. Open out through the left arm. And then roll back onto your back. Let's drop the legs long. Let your ankles flop in and out, and then let them fall where they're most relaxed. You can interlace fingers behind your head, and then lift your chin to your chest, stretching the back of your neck. And then place your head a little further away from your body, getting it nice and long. You can shrug your shoulders down away from your ears and make any last adjustments to your body or your clothing so that you're comfortable. You might take a couple of extra deep exhales or even a sigh. And then release back into the floor. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you.